Welcome back. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today because, well, we're looking at one of the most remarkable, nonstop processes happening inside you at this very second. We're talking about human blood flow. To put this in perspective, your body is pumping roughly 2,000 gallons of blood a day through a network of vessels that could literally wrap around the earth more than twice. Crazy, right? If you've ever wondered how your body manages to keep you moving, thinking, and breathing without you even having to try, you are in the right place. We're going to break down this incredible biological machinery together in this explainer.
So, here's a wild question for you. Did you know your blood visits the heart 2 times in just one single cycle? Yeah, 2 times. It's kind of the ultimate mystery of our body's internal plumbing. A lot of the time, we just think of the heart as this simple pump, right? It pushes blood out, waits for it to come back. But the reality is far more elegant. And quite frankly, it's way more efficient than just a simple one-way street.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Just to make sure we've got a rock-solid foundation, let's look at the actual definition. Double circulation is the process in which blood passes through the heart 2 times during one complete circulation. I really want you to anchor this concept in your mind. The key phrase here is 2 times during one complete circulation. It's not taking a random detour, you know? This double visit is an absolutely required, built-in feature of human biology. Here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll uncover the double circulation secret. Second, we'll meet the circulation team. Third, we'll look at the core analogy. Fourth, we'll walk through the step-by-step journey. And finally, we'll wrap up with why double circulation actually matters. All right, let's get into it. Section 1. The double circulation secret. Now, you might be wondering, what actually makes this system so special? I mean, why don't we just have a simple, single loop like a lot of simpler organisms do? What's the secret advantage we humans have unlocked? Well, the secret lies exactly here. Blood enters the heart first, before going to the lungs, and then a second time before going to the rest of the body. It's all about these 2 separate, distinct loops. In biology, we often use visual cues to tell these apart, right? We use blue for deoxygenated blood and red for oxygenated. Now, obviously, human blood is never actually blue, scratch that myth. That's just a helpful diagrammatic convention to show it's carrying carbon dioxide rather than fresh oxygen. By bringing the blood back to the heart after its first stop at the lungs, the heart gets to give it a massive secondary push before sending it on its main journey. Section 2. Meet the circulation team. Let's move along and see how this all builds together. To pull off this 2-loop magic trick, you need a highly specialized crew. Here's our main cast of characters: the heart, the lungs, the arteries, the veins, and the blood itself. The heart and lungs, those are the massive powerhouses driving the entire system. They're your fixed locations. The arteries and veins, you can think of them as this incredibly complex network of highways and backroads. And the blood, well, that's the vehicle constantly moving cargo back and forth. Without all 5 of these working in total, perfect synchronization, the double loop just wouldn't be possible. Section 3. The core analogy. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what's going on. Because honestly, it can be a little tough to visualize an invisible process happening continuously right under our skin. So let's use a really simple analogy: a delivery truck. Think of your heart as the main dispatch center. In trip 1, our delivery truck, which is the blood, goes to the service station, representing the lungs. What happens at a service station? You get a refill. Here, the blood gets an oxygen refill and drops off all that carbon dioxide waste. Then the truck heads back to the dispatch center, the heart, to get its routing orders for trip 2. Now, trip 2 is the big one. This is heading out into the city. The city represents your whole body, where the truck delivers that precious, life-saving oxygen to every single cell that needs it. Okay. Now let's map that exact analogy directly onto the scientific terms you need to know. Pulmonary circulation, that's that first trip to the service station. The flow goes from the heart to the lungs and right back to the heart. Its main function, purifying the blood and adding oxygen. Systemic circulation, on the other hand, is our second trip, the big delivery out to the city. The flow goes from the heart to your body parts and back to the heart. Its function is to supply that oxygen and those vital nutrients to all your body cells. So 2 trips, 2 different circulation types. Perfectly coordinated, a real biological masterclass. Section 4. The step-by-step journey. All right, we're going to follow a single drop of blood on its epic, microscopic quest. Pay close attention to these 6 perfect steps. Step 1. The tired, deoxygenated blood, totally depleted of its resources after its trip around the body, enters the heart's right atrium. Step 2. The atrium contracts, pushing the blood down into the right ventricle. Step 3. The right ventricle pumps that blood straight to the lungs to get oxygen. That's our service station trip. Step 4, now completely energized, this oxygenated blood returns to the heart's left atrium. Step 5, it moves down into the left ventricle. And finally, step 6, the left ventricle gives a massive, powerful squeeze, pumping this oxygen-rich blood out to the whole body. Right side to lungs, left side to body. It is such an elegant, continuous rhythm. So the crucial point is, the entire system really boils down to this continuous flow. Body to right atrium, to right ventricle, to lungs. That's loop 1. Then from lungs to left atrium, to left ventricle, back to the body. That's loop 2. It's essentially a closed-loop figure 8 happening inside your chest, beating around 100,000 times a day. Pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. Section 5, why double circulation matters. We've seen exactly how it works, but what's the evolutionary superpower here? Well, what's really interesting about this is it all comes down to the number 2. Because we have 2 loops and a heart with 4 completely separated chambers, it totally prevents pure oxygenated blood and impure deoxygenated blood from ever mixing, not even a drop. And why is preventing that mixing absolutely crucial? Let's look at these 4 life-saving advantages. First, it guarantees an incredibly efficient oxygen supply. Because the blood doesn't mix, every single drop pumped to your body is 100% loaded with pure oxygen. Third, it maintains high blood pressure. Since the blood returns to the heart after the lungs, the heart can give it a massive high-pressure push to reach your toes and your brain in a flash. And finally, point 4, this is the real game changer. It helps humans remain active and warm-blooded. Being warm-blooded requires massive amounts of energy. I mean, to put that into perspective, a mammal burns about 10 times more calories than a similarly sized cold-blooded reptile just to keep a stable internal thermostat. Only a highly efficient, high-pressure, double-loop delivery system could ever sustain those intense energy demands. I want to leave you with this final thought. Double circulation keeps our body energetic by supplying pure oxygen-rich blood efficiently. Next time you go for a run or solve a tough problem at work, or honestly, even just feel warm on a chilly day, take a second to marvel at the microscopic delivery trucks racing through your internal city. They're executing 2 perfect loops, time and time again, without you even having to ask. It really begs the question, if your body is performing this engineering miracle every single second without your conscious thought, what other amazing physiological secrets are just waiting inside you to be discovered? Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.